What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Charles James. And have you ever wondered sometimes, you know, when you do all that you can, when you try to live for God as hard as you can, you end up falling right back into sin. And and have you ever, asked yourself, why is it that I say I love God, but I'm purposely falling right back into sin? Why is it that I went longer than normal whenever it came to not watching porn, and then ended up watching porn all over again? How's it that, I say that I love God but don't live according to his word? Why is it that, I pray to God and I'm doing so good on fire for God on this day, and then by tomorrow or by next week, I'm falling short all over again? And so, you know, a lot of us, with us being, Christians, we tend to fall, and sometimes we fall purposely, even after knowing, right from wrong, even after knowing, you know, and receiving God's grace and mercy. And so, it makes us look and at ourselves, and it makes us doubt our place within God. And so that's when we begin to pull away from God. We begin to forsake God. We begin to get so caught up in our feelings that we stop praying to God. Even if it's for that whole day, it's like we wait till our sin cools down, then we come right back to God. And so, just want to let y'all know that you still have to come to God. I'm not trying to give y'all that permission slip of saying it's okay to sin at the same time and then come to God. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, you still should go to God. We are all a work in progress. If we was perfect, we wouldn't been slipping and making mistakes and purposely sinning. But see, the hard part comes and at is when we know what to do and we still choose to go the wrong way. And so therefore, with us, making the wrong turn in life, we end up pulling away from God. And so, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm all perfect, because I'm not. No, I'm not for nothing in this world. And, but so, just want to let y'all know that, of course, I understand it's not easy for everybody. Some people are just stronger than the next person when it comes to not watching pornography, not, masturbating, not doing drugs. Some people are just stronger than each other. Some people can really not watch it, and some people like they've been delivered from it, but sometimes they keep looking back and wondering, what it is that they are, missing out on. And so, looking back is what, you know, gets us in trouble. It throws our focus off of God. And so, if you're trying to beat your record of, of not watching porn, you're going to end up falling. If you're trying to beat your record with not masturbating, you're going to end up falling because, you have to understand, we are not out here to beat records when it comes to sin. How long I can go without watching pornography, how how long I can go without drinking and smoking, how long I can go without masturbating. With us being children of God, those battles are real, yes, but we are to just completely take our hands off of it. When we keep trying to set records and break records of being set free from sin, then eventually, somewhere along the line, we are going to end up falling all over again. And so, you have to, remind yourself that God, He still loves you, and that and also with His word going forth, and with you getting into His word, you have to know that the more that you get into His word and discover more about God, the less and less that you want to sin against God. So, I just want to encourage you all, to not look back. Uh, Sometimes we can have a favorite sin that we like running back to because it gives us comfort. It gives us a worldly type peace. But see, one thing about it is robbing you of your peace with God. Any fleshly and worldly desires being met and fulfilled, it will rob you of your peace with God. So it's like, the more that you choose sin over God, the further away that you will be backing away from God. And then that's when, once you keep committing that sin, and then it will become so normal to you, to where it becomes a habit, and then you will feel like it's okay to just sin, and then you'll feel like, well, I already failed this time, so it wouldn't hurt to fall again. And those are the lies that we tell ourselves. And then another lie that we tell ourselves, man, I prayed, I fasted from pornography, this and that. And then it's like, now that I've fallen right back into what I fasted and prayed from, I feel like I am no good. I am no good for the kingdom of God. I'm not able to be used because I keep falling back and forth into my sin. Those are lies, and you have to understand that you do not need to repeat those lies to yourself just to accommodate your sin. So if anything, like, don't look back. it's a reason why, you know, like, check this out. God didn't give us eyes in the back of our head, you know, because that's basically looking backwards. And so he gave us eyes in front to see forward. In the same way, when it comes to the spiritual walk with God, he's given us spiritual eyes to look forward, to walk forward, to see the vision straight ahead. So therefore, you know, the only thing that's in the past is our, you know, footsteps. If you notice, when you're walking somewhere, even if you're on a beach, when you're walking and you look behind you, your footsteps are there. See, you won't ever catch footsteps, your own footsteps being in front of you, because those are places that you haven't been to yet. But see, the only way that you will see your footsteps in front of you is when you fell back into what you used to do, is when you fell back into the past. And then that's when you will look ahead of you and see how far you went within God. And then you will look at the steps that you have you know, taken back, that you have, you know, went back to. And see, when we backtrack, when we, you know, take so many steps backwards, we will look at how far we was going within God, the depthness, the relationship, and then we will look at where we are now. And then that's when we will be like, man, I was right there on fire for God. I got so far. I feel like I gotten so far. I was just into his word. But now I've fallen right back into my sin. And now I am seeing where I am now and where I could be. And so that's a feeling that none of us want to, you know, experience. But the truth is, we all have been down that road. So therefore, just keep walking forward. Don't look back. And even when Satan whispers into your ear and tells you to look back, and even when he brings up the old sin that you used to do, that you got set free from, you know, do what the Bible says. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. So you just have to keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Keep coming to Jesus Christ. Is it worth looking back? No. It's not worth going back to that sin, because it will drain you and it will rob you of your peace. But just want to tell y'all that I love y'all, and each day do the best that you can. And trust me, I'm doing the best that I can too. I ain't perfect. I suck at times at this Christian life, at living for God, but I'm trying. I love y'all, and y'all take care. Bye.